Hastings, he's simply known as Dr. Dave or Doc.
Dave Biehl practiced veterinary medicine around Adams County for almost 4 decades, but now he's working with animals in a much different way. And Lance Schwartz joins us now to tell us all about it. Hi, Lance.
Hi, guys. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting and unusual job transition. Dave Biehl had been a veterinarian in Hastings for nearly 30 years when he and his wife were on a trip to Colorado in 2004. Dave saw a beautiful bronze sculpture at an art show in the park in Loveland, and suddenly this 53-year-old animal doctor had a strong desire to try his hand at sculpting.
So we ended up spending several hours there, and I just absolutely fell in love with the sculpture. And when we got home after our vacation, I told my wife, I said, I want to try that sculpting. I think it's something I can do.
Dave discovered right away that he had been blessed with the sculpting gene.
The very first piece I ever did was this piece right here called Catching Trouble. And there's a little boy over here sneaking around this mare to catch this foal. And if he does catch it, there's going to be trouble.
In Dave's mind, this was going to be a one-and-done situation.
Then I had people see it, they wanted to buy it, then I had requests to do other things.
14 years later, Dr. Dave is now retired from the vet business and devotes about 20 hours a week to his bronze sculpting hobby.
This particular piece here is a hunting dog that's on point, and there are 2 pheasants flying out. And
the majority of Dave's works of art involve animals.
So this piece is called Fearless, and it's a Native American on horseback with a spear, and then there's a buffalo charging in underneath.
One of my favorite aspects of Dave's sculptures is his uncanny ability to take still objects and make them look as though they're moving.
If you can put action into a piece and it elicits an emotion in a person that's viewing it, that's what I'm trying to accomplish.
A life-size 13-foot-tall version of Fearless will soon be seen along Stolly Park Road in Grand Island.
So this is an Omaha police dog. His name was Cobus, and he was killed in action about a year and a half ago in a standoff.
Shortly after he retired in 2015, Dave and his wife decided to move to Elkhorn to be closer to their kids and grandkids. It just so happened that Dave became the very first tenant in the new Main Street studios.
Oh, it's just amazing and astounding are, 2 words that are really easily describe Dave.
Tyler Kearns is the owner of Main Street Studios in Elkhorn.
Being a vet for 40 years gives him that meticulous attention to detail that helps him do these sculptures. He knows a lot about physical anatomy of every kind of animal you can imagine.
The majority of Dave's 45 statues do focus on animals, but he has expanded his sculpting to include humans. Dave created this statue of Willa Cather just because he thought she deserved the recognition.
This is just my way of preserving what she was all about in Nebraska.
Dave says he's been very fortunate to have found 2 very fulfilling occupations in his life. And if you'd like to see more of Dave's work, visit his website. It's the name of his business, thebronzehorse.com. And guys, if you'd like to see some of Dave's work in person, head on over to Main Street Studios in Elkhorn for their next open house on November 25th and 26th. I would strongly encourage you guys and you all to visit Old Town Elkhorn. I had never been there before, but I really got this quaint little Estes Park kind of feel. It really is a cool place, especially for the art scene.
I can't believe how big some of those are. Yeah. The time it just must take to do that is got to be incredible.
That's a veterinarian. 14 years in the making, going from this to 14 feet tall. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you, Lance. Let's take a live look outside right now. A dreary fall.